again, we've said small sample size. It's 2 series, 6 games. Some of the most encouraging things that you have seen from the Guardians, and then some of the ones that you kind of go, man, they got to get those things fixed.
Yeah, on the offensive side, it's Manzardo, and then the pitching side, it's the usual suspects. I think just watching Gavin Williams and Tanner Bybee pitch the way you thought they could, especially Williams, who had an incredible spring after a rough season last year. And I thought he looked really good in Kansas City. And I think as the rest of the rotation gets sorted out and Luis Ortiz works through a lot of mechanical adjustments and Logan Allen figures out if he's a major leaguer, if you have to go to Joey Cantillo or Tristan McKenzie, it's important for Bybee and Williams to carry the rotation. It's one start for each of them. But I thought Bybee made his start in Kansas City look effortless, getting through 5 2/3 scoreless. And I thought Williams, he said he didn't even have a good fastball in his start, and he was throwing 98, 99, 100 miles an hour. So I'm not really sure what a good fastball looks like. But I think it's encouraging just if those two from the get go can be your anchors. I think that's a big start.
Yeah, I'm with you. Logan Allen was the one, the 5 walks, and it's like, stop hurting yourself because he'd get out of it, but it's like you've exhausted so many pitches to work out of the jam you created.
It's the old cliche, trust your stuff, right? Because if you can't trust your stuff, then you probably don't have the stuff to be a big league pitcher. And he looked sharp all spring, but you get into a little bit of trouble in a major league game in the regular season when there's stakes involved, and I think that trust can dissipate pretty quickly. So it'll be interesting to see how long of a leash they have with him. And then, you still need Ben Lively and Luis Ortiz to pitch better than they have. I know Lively was not bad in that first start. He made one big mistake, not so good against San Diego. So they can't get in a situation where they're putting so much pressure on the bullpen 3 out of every 5 games. That's the key. So they'll have to figure that out. That's also why Carl Willis is as good as it gets as a pitching coach. Why they've had the reputation for so long that they have on the pitching side. But you just the strategy they deployed last year, where every reliever on their team, it seemed like, was pitching every day and not giving up runs. That was great. It's really hard to capture that 2 years in a row. So if you're the Guardians, you don't even want to have to get in a position where you're thinking along those lines.